and same amount of electricity is passed to different cells connected in series or for different electrodes, amount of chemical reaction occurring is proportional to its equivalent weight. Both Faraday's first law and second law together, we can write it in this manner, Z into I into T. This is what we had come across at the end of the previous class. We had also proved the Faraday's second law by taking some examples of aluminium, magnesium, and sodium. We had proved how when the same quantity of electricity is passed, the mass deposited is equal to its equivalent weight. Now we'll understand more about this equation today. W is equal to Z into I into T. Z is a constant which is obtained when you remove the proportionality sign, and that constant is called as chemical equivalence. Chemical equivalence. Now, what is this chemical equivalence? Now, to define any proportionality constant, we must take the remaining two terms along with that as a unity. Therefore, W is equal to Z when I and T are equal to 1. Therefore, keeping this mathematical form, convert that into statement. The chemical equivalence is mass deposited or mass liberated when 1 ampere of current is passed for 1 second. Are you getting the point? Chemical equivalence is equal to mass deposited or mass liberated when 1 ampere of current is passed, when 1 ampere of current is passed to 1 second. 1 ampere current multiplied by 1 second is equal to ಎಷ್ಟು? 1 coulomb. Therefore, another way to define chemical equivalence is mass deposited or mass liberated when 1 coulomb of electricity is passed. That is called as chemical equivalence. Now, how can we find out the value of chemical equivalence? In the previous class, end of the previous class, what we have come across is 1 mole of electrons. When we pass 1 mole of electrons, what is the mass deposited? Mass deposited was equal to equivalent weight. Mass deposited when 1 mole of electrons are passed is equal to equivalent weight. That is what we had discussed at the end of the previous class. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಒಂದು electron add ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ I get 1/3 of aluminium, 1/2 of magnesium, and 1 sodium. This is what we were getting. That was equal to its equivalent weights. Therefore, 1 mole of electron when you pass, it is the mass deposit is equal to equivalent weight. Charge over 1 mole of electron is 96,500 coulomb. Therefore, when we pass 96,500 coulomb, mass deposited is equal to equivalent weight. Right. Now come to this definition. What is a mass deposited? When Z is used. And therefore, ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ 1 coulomb use ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, if I pass 1 coulomb, then how much mass is deposited? 96,500 coulomb pass ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, mass deposited is equal to equivalent weight. If I pass 1 coulomb, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು I into T is coulomb. 1 coulomb. The mass deposited is equal to Z. ಹೌದಾ? Are you getting the point? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟಾ?
Yes, sir.
When I pass 1 coulomb, that is I into T is equal to 1, then Z is equal to W. Mass deposited is equal to Z. Mass deposited or mass liberated, W is equal to Z. When W is equal to Z, when I and T are 1, or when coulomb quantity of electricity, Q is equal to 1. Therefore, when 1 coulomb of charge is passed, how much mass is deposited? That is equal to Z. ಇದನ್ನು ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ Z is equal to equivalent weight divided by 96,500 ಆಯ್ತು. Z is a constant which is depending upon equivalent weight. Therefore, now how can I write this equation? Equation final ಆಗಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀಬಹುದು? W is equal to equivalent weight divided by 96,500 into I into T. It's a very, very important equation for solving numerical problems based on Faraday's law. W is equal to equivalent weight divided by 96,500 into I into T. Mass deposited or mass liberated is equal to its equivalent weight divided by 96,500. This is nothing but Z into I is the ampere of current passed for a duration of time. The I into T badalu Q baribodu. This using this mathematical form we can solve many of the numerical problems. This is one way to solve numerical problem, that is by using this equation. Qualitatively, how can we solve? By using the principle, how can we solve? ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 96,500 coulomb of electricity when you pass, that is equal to 1 mole of electron. What is the mass deposited? It is equal to equivalent weight. What is equivalent weight? Atomic weight divided by N. N is the number of electrons involved in that chemical reaction. That is equal to equivalent weight. That is 96,500 coulombs of electricity when I pass, or this is equal to multiplying with the value hakidre 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 into 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23, or 1 mole of electron. The mass deposit is equivalent weight, atomic weight. This knowledge, if you have, using this knowledge, qualitative knowledge also, we can solve numerical problems. ಇದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿ ನಮಗೆ numerical problems ಅನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Or using this equation, W is equal to equivalent weight divided by 96,500 into I into T. There were Faraday's first law, Faraday's second law, mathematical form of Faraday's law, and basic understanding of this principle is very important under quantitative aspect of electrolysis. Under quantitative aspect of electrolysis, ಈ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ದೆನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಗೆ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ Faraday's first law, Faraday's second law ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. According to the circular which you have got now, there is no reduction in the syllabus, but PU board ಅನ್ನು ಎಂತ ಸಹ ನಂಬಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಸಹ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. As of now, there is no change in the regular syllabus. We will look into 3 numerical problems based on Faraday's law, and then move on to qualitative aspect of electrolysis. How many hours? The first problem noting. How many hours does it take? How many hours does it take to reduce 3 mole of Fe3 plus to Fe2 plus with 2 ampere of current? ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ತುಂಬಾ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ 2 ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬಹುದು. We look into the different methods and you select which is easy for you. ನಿಮಗೆ ನೀವೇ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ್ದು ಈಸಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಕಷ್ಟ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನೀವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್, ಅದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವಂತದ್ದು. We cannot say that. Therefore, I can give you 2 methods. You can select which is more easier for you, that method. That method you select. How many hours does it take? Therefore, you must find out time. In hours, you must find out. to reduce 3 mole of Fe3 plus to 3 mole of Fe2 plus. Current what you passed is 2 ampere, that is I is equal to 2 ampere. F is a constant 96,500 coulomb per mole, not is coulomb per mole. This particular. What you're supposed to find out is time. How will you find out this? For reduction of 1 mole of Fe3 plus to Fe2 plus, how much of Q is required? ಎಷ್ಟು Q ಬೇಕು? ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. 1 mole of Fe3 plus ಅನ್ನು Fe2 plus ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೂಲಂಬ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ? Therefore, for 1 mole of electron, for reduction of Fe3 plus to Fe2 plus, we require 1 mole of electron. 1 mole of electron pass ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ what happens? Fe3 plus converts into Fe2 plus. 1 mole of electron is nothing but 96,500 coulombs. Therefore, for reduction of 1 mole of Fe3 plus to Fe2 plus, we require 96,500 coulombs of electricity. For reduction of 3 moles in the ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Therefore, how much is required? 3 into 96,500 coulombs of electricity is required for 3 moles. Now, this quantity of electricity is equal to I into T. Therefore, total charge required is to 3 into 96,500 coulombs. That is equal to I into T. Current you are passing is constant 2 amperes. So, what is the time? 3 into 96,500 is equal to 2 into time. Time calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Divide ಮಾಡಿ 2.0 ಆಯಿತು. ಅದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. 3 into 96,500 divided by 2. The seconds ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂತು. You will get a value in seconds. That you must convert into hours. ಅದನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೆ hours ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. hours ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಬಂತು? 1,44,750 seconds divided by 60 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you will get in minutes. Again divide by 60, you will get in seconds. 40.2. Very good, very good. ತುಂಬಾ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್.
ಸರ್
ಹೇಳಿ.
ಸರ್, ಇದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ 1 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರು ಸೇಮ್ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತಾ ಸರ್?
ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್
1 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ
ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ?
ಅಂದ್ರೆ Fe3 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇಂದ Fe ಮಟ್ಟ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ 3 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್.
ನೋಡುವ. ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಡೌಟ್ ನೋಡುವ. Fe3 plus 3 electrons converting into F ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಏನು? ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರುವ how many hours does it take to reduce 3 moles of Fe3 plus to Fe ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. 3 moles of Fe3 plus to Fe reduce ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ how many hours is required? You pass 2 amperes. 1 mole of Fe3 plus to reduce into Fe. ನೋಡಿ, 1 mole of Fe3 plus to reduce into Fe, how many electrons are required? 3 electrons are required. Therefore, 3 moles of electrons are required. That is 3 into 96,500 coulomb of electricity is required to reduce 1 mole of Fe3 plus to Fe. 3 moles ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ 3 moles ಇದೆ. ಇವರು 3 moles ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು? 1 mole required 3 into 96,500 coulomb. 3 moles required 9 into 96,500 coulomb. ಸೇಮ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? Did you understand?
Yes sir.
Okay, good, very good, very good, very good. ಆ ಥರ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿ, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹೆಸಿಟೇಟ್. ಯಾರೇನೋ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೆಸಿಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್, ಗೆಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಬೆಟರ್. ನೀವು ಹೆಸಿಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೈಂಡಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Shall we move on to the next problem?
Sir.
Sir.
Yeah, yes. ಕೇಳಿ.
Sir said that if 1 coulomb charge is 1 Faraday charge is applied to 1 mole of Al3 plus to Al
3 plus
will completely reduce into Al.
For Al3 plus to Al ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? What must be done?
Charge is applied. Then
how much charge? 1
Faraday.
Faraday. 1 Faraday of charge is applied to Al3 plus. Okay. What is your doubt now?
That 1/3 moles of Al will completely reduce into Al.
1/3 moles of Al3 plus will completely reduce into Al.
Then according to that, here also it will, the same will happen. Will not be seen. F2 plus.
You know, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ?
Plus electron will not happen.
You understand the question here. How many hours does it take to reduce 3 moles of Fe3 plus to Fe2 plus ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿರೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ? ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ? How many hours does it take to reduce 3 moles of Fe3 plus to Fe2 plus ಅಂತಲೇ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಏನು ನಾವು ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಥಿಯರಿಟಿಕಲಿ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ 3 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ, if I pass 1 Faraday, what will happen is Al3 plus will completely reduce into Al. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಏನಿದೆ? ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಅವರ್ಸ್ Fe3 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇಂದ Fe2 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಟು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಫ್ಯಾರಡೇಸ್ ಲಾ. ಫ್ಯಾರಡೇಸ್ ಲಾವನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದು ಒಂದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Fe3 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಟು Fe2 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ Fe2 ಪ್ಲಸ್ Fe ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಗಿದಾ ಅಥವಾ Fe ಗೆ ಆಗಿದಾ ಅದನ್ನು ಸಹ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳಿರುವಂತದ್ದು, ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಅವರ್ಸ್ ಡಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಟು ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ 3 moles ಆಫ್ Fe3 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಟು Fe2 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕೇಳಿರುವಂತ.
Okay sir.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ನ್ಯೂಮರಿಕಲ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಇದು ನ್ಯೂಮರಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ನ್ಯೂಮರಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ Fe3 ಪ್ಲಸ್ Fe2 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ Fe2 ಪ್ಲಸ್, then it means that 3 moles of Fe3 plus is reduced to Fe. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರಲ್ಲ Fe2 plus, ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಂತ ಡೌಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತದೆ? ಹೌದಾ ಅನಘ ಶರ್ಮಾ? ರೈಟ್.
Yes sir.
Okay. Any other doubts in this problem?
Sir, if it's getting
Faraday's law again, doubt it is okay, we will get it cleared.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, if it's getting oxidized, like from Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus.
Yeah.
Then that time in that, if the question instead of like if it's going from Fe3 plus to Fe2 plus, what would be if it's going from Fe2 plus to Fe3?
Same thing. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡಿ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಸ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟೆಡ್ ಆರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಲಿಬರೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, what is the meaning of this is, it may be reduction, it may be oxidation. Reduction ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, oxidation ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. I will come back into this diagram as electrolytic diagram. There is an electrode like this inside the electrolyte, and it is connected to a battery, negative, positive. Here, if two electrons are passed, it means here two electron is deficient. ಈ ಸೈಡಿಗೆ 2 electron ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, one side electron is passed, other side electron is deficient ಅಂತ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಅದರದ್ದು. Qualitative meaning of that is that. Therefore, here 2 electrons pass ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, here it is deficient by 2 electrons. Reduction ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 electrons involve ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, oxidation must also involve 2 electrons. Therefore, you can apply the same principle for oxidation or for reduction. Just find out how many electrons are involving in oxidation or in reduction. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು product of electrolysis ಅಂತ ಒಂದು simple ಇನ್ನೊಂದು example ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. You have water. For example, you have 18 grams of water. If a question is asked, when 96,500 coulombs of electricity is passed to 18 grams of water at STP. ನೋಡಿ question ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು question ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. If 1 Faraday of electricity or 96,500 coulombs of electricity is passed to 18 gram of water at STP, find out what is the volume of oxygen liberated. Write down the question. If 1 Faraday of electricity is passed to 18 grams of water at STP, calculate volume of oxygen liberated. Did you take down the question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We'll solve that now. We have H2. On electrolysis, at cathode, hydrogen gas is liberated. At anode, oxygen gas is liberated. H plus ಇದೆ, therefore reduction ಆಗ್ತದೆ. H plus undergoes reduction to H2. OH minus undergoes oxidation to O2. ಇದನ್ನು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಮತ್ತೆ. Just look into this reaction. That is a reaction happening. Now, E equation not balanced, therefore 2H2, therefore 2H2. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, 2H plus ಆಯ್ತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ OH minus ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರಬೇಕು, 2OH minus, therefore balance ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2H plus ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೀಳ್ತದೆ. This is ಆ 2H plus ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. That ಇದು this part is secondary. We look into that. Now ಇದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ, this is a major equation. Equation ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, 18 gram of water we have. How much of oxygen is liberated ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. In this balanced equation, 1 mole of oxygen liberate ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, 1 mole of oxygen liberate ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, how much of water was required? 2 moles of water was required. Therefore, 2 into 18, there were 36 gram of water. 36 gram of water liberated 1 mole of O2. Now come to this electrochemical part. We are passing 1 Faraday. 1 Faraday andre 96,500 coulombs. Now, how many electrons? Therefore, 1 mole of electrons are involved. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ನೋಡಿ, 96,500 coulombs ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, what term I am mentioning, which you must keep in mind, is 1 mole of electrons are involved ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. Why I am saying involved is, for reduction it is given, for oxidation it is liberated. Oxidation ಆಗುವಾಗ 1 mole of electron liberate ಆಗ್ತದೆ, reduction ಆಗುವಾಗ 1 mole of electron is taken up. ನೋಡಿ ಇನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ, ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಯಿಂದ 1 mole ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ 1 mole ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೌ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 mole ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಲಿಬರೇಟ್ 1 mole. Negative potential, positive potential, the meaning, that is how we must understand it. Now come to this equation. ಈ equation ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ 1 mole of water converts into 2H plus and half O2. How many electrons involve ಆಗಿದೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು electrons involve ಆಗಿದೆ? ನೋಡಿ ಇದೇನಾಯ್ತು, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ H2 ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ H2 ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಇಂಟು 2H plus and O2 minus. Correct. Now 2H plus converts into H2. How many electrons are involved? 2 electrons. 1 O2 minus converting into half O2. How many electrons are liberated? 2 electrons must liberate. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟಾ? ಇನ್ನು ವಾಪಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾ? ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೀತೇನೆ. I'll write it the slightly bigger font ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯುವ. H2O liberates H plus and OH minus. OH minus again converts into O2 minus and H plus. So finally what we have? 2H plus and O2 minus. 2H plus converts into H2, O2 minus converts into half O2. Liberation ಆಗೋದು H2 ಮತ್ತೆ O2 liberate ಆಗ್ತದೆ. 1 mole of H2 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, if you take 1 mole of H2, we get 1 mole of H2O ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 1 mole of H2 and half mole of O2. How many electrons involve ಆಗಿದೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು electrons involve ಆಗಿದೆ? 2 electrons. Reduction ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 electrons. Oxidation ಅಲ್ಲಿ sir 2 electrons. The number of electrons in reduction 2, number of electrons in oxidation 2. When 1 mole of H2 undergoes electron. So 18 gram of H2O we have taken. Now 18 gram tekondideve. 18 gram requires 2 moles of electron. 2 moles of electron is required for 18 gram of water to convert into H2 and O2. ಹೌದಾ? Therefore, if I take 18 gram to convert into H2 and half O2, we require 2 moles. I have passed only 1 mole, 1 Faraday ಮಾತ್ರ pass ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. Therefore, how many will react? Only 9 grams will react. 18 gram gives 1 mole, half mole. 9 gram will give half H2, 1/4 of O2. Correct? ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟಾ? Anybody having a doubt here?
Sir, can you say how 2
Sir,
moles?
repeat the last.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
Sir, can you repeat last step, sir?
18 gram of water. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 18 gram ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 mole of water. 1 mole of water. How much of H2? How much of O2 it is giving? 1 H2 and half O2. H2 on balance ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ this is what we get, right? This is the equation. H2O dissociate ಆಗುವ H2 plus O2. This is 1 mole. That is 18 gram. 18 gram gives 1 H2 and half O2. ಈ 18 gram electrolyze ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು electrons involve ಆಗಿದೆ? 2 electrons. 2 moles of electron or 2 Faraday is involved. But ನಾನು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ? ಓನ್ಲಿ 1 Faraday ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ. ಓನ್ಲಿ 1 Faraday ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 2 Faraday completely electrolytes 18 gram. 1 Faraday can electrolyze 9 gram. ಹೌದಾ?
Yes, sir.
2 Faraday is electrolyzing 18 gram. 1 Faraday will electrolyze 9 gram. Or 18 gram was giving you this. ಅಥವಾ 1 mole was giving you H2 and half O2. We have only half mole. 9 gram ಇದೆ. Therefore, how much ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ? Half H2, 1/4 of O2. ಇದರ half mole ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದರ half ಆಯ್ತು. Half H2, 1/4 of O2. Very simple, ಏನಿದೆ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ? 1 mole gives H2 and half O2. Half mole gives, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಫುಲ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 2 ಮಾಡಿ. Half mole gives half of H2, 1/4 of O2. Therefore 1/4 of O2 ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಎಷ್ಟು ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕು? How many electrons are involved in reduction? Same amount of electrons are involved in oxidation. Therefore ಇದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅನ್ನು if it was reverse, how many hours does it take to oxidize 3 moles of Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus with 2 ampere of current? The answer will be same, because in the electrolytic cell electrons ಎಷ್ಟು reduction ಅಲ್ಲಿ involve ಆಯಿತು, same number of electrons are evolved in oxidation. Electrons in reduction must be equal to oxidation. Electrolytic cell ಅಲ್ಲಿ reductions ಆಗ್ತದೆ, oxidations ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Cathode ಅಲ್ಲಿ reduction ಆಗ್ತದೆ, anode ಅಲ್ಲಿ oxidation ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Therefore for reduction as well as for oxidation it is one and the same. ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡುವ. 1/4 of O2 is obtained. At STP, 1 mole of O2 occupies 22.7 liters. 1/4 of mole will occupy 22.7 divided by 4. This is a liter in answer. And one the problem extra ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. We look into the next problem. In error problem ಇದನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸಿಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ. Calculate number of coulombs. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಏನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ? ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಬದಲು ಲಿಬರೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೂಲಮ್ಸ್ ಲಿಬರೇಟೆಡ್. ಅದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆ ಥರ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ನೋಡಿ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ MCQ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೂಲಮ್ಸ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ 5.4 gram of aluminum for this electrode reaction. Calculate number of coulombs. Q ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು Q ಲಿಬರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Calculate number of coulombs required to deposit 5.4 gram. So W is equal to Z into Q ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೇನೆ. I into T ಬದಲು Q ಬರೀತೇನೆ, because number of coulombs ಅಂತ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. What we know? 27 gram of aluminium. 27 gram of aluminium, that is 1 mole of aluminium, that is Al3 plus will take up 3 electron and form Al. Or 1 mole 27 gram of aluminium liberate ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 3 into 96,500 coulomb is required. Is it correct? ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟಾ? 27 grams of aluminium liberate ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 3 moles of electron, that is 3 into 96,500 coulomb is required to deposit 27 gram of electron. ಇದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. 5.4 ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು? ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕೇಳಿದೆ, ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. 3 into 96,000 ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತದ್ದು. ಈ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ Al3 plus 3 electron forming Al. This is the equation. 3 moles required, 27 gram is liberated. 5.4 is to cross multiply. So 5.4 into 3 into 96,500 divided by 27. ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು equation ನೋಡಿ, this is equal to Q. ಇದು ಈ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮೆಥಡ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮೆಥಡ್. ಇದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂತು ನಮಗೆ. This is answer what we have got. Another method W is equal to Z into Q. Z is nothing but equivalent weight divided by 96,500 into Q is equal to W. W in a value is to 5.4. Equivalent weight of aluminium is equal to atomic weight divided by 3. Therefore, atomic weight is to 27 divided by 3. Right? Atomic equivalent weight is atomic weight divided by 96,500. ಮತ್ತೇನಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 96,500 into Q. Q ಏನಾಯಿತು 5.4 into 3 into 96,500 divided by 27. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರುವ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರುವ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್. ಇವರು ಒಂದು ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ, one method is by using this formula, other method is by qualitative understanding of the problem. The answer 57,900 coulomb. ಇದೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ, ವಿಲ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ that in the coming class.